Hey, how's it going, everybody? Gabriel, Santiago here. So this is a Speaking of Harmony podcast, and this is episode 19. Thank you so much for the feedback. Shout out to everybody who is listening on podcast audio format. Everybody's like following and writing me and stuff, so I'm really excited to be also delivering that format. I'm really thankful you guys are just like getting that podcast part of your routines, just kind of leaving it on and doing all the stuff and cooking and cleaning the house and all kind of stuck in the quarantine. So I really appreciate you guys and all the friends from YouTube as well, being like following every single episode and commenting and all that. Really appreciate it, guys. Before you go into that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we keep that party going and keep it growing. So activate the little bell thing notifications. This is my social media stuff. Give it a like or thumbs up on the video, helps a lot, and sign up for the mailing list for sure, because there's a lot of stuff coming. So you see me playing this different instrument now, right? Where's my 7 string? Wow, it's over here in the middle of all these guitars, but I'm bringing a different instrument today, kind of a very special one. And I did a live a few days ago on YouTube, and I hope you can keep attending that live. The next one is going to be Monday, and I played different guitars. So I played this one, and people were asking me to talk about this guitar and tuning and everything else and what you can do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this guitar and show you some stuff. So this is a baritone acoustic guitar, right? It's a classical baritone, right? So it's a lower tuning. So it's tuned in A, like low A, right? So like a fifth below the regular E from the guitar, right? But there's a trick in there as well, because not only I'm tuning the octave lower, it's a bigger body, you can see bigger body, bigger headstock. It's tuned different ways. So in the 3rd and the 4th strings, these ones, I'm octaving up. So here the tuning is going to be then low and low, right? That's kind of a different tuning that some people use, mostly common known now for because of Pat Metheny, right? He did this record, One Quiet Night, which is quite beautiful, amazing record with a baritone guitar, a steel string version of this instrument. And he's the one who's kind of showing up in the scene playing with this tuning. And he mentioned that someone in Kansas was using that, so he learned that and tried to start using that for many years. And of course I was crazy about it when I first heard it. I was like, well, I gotta have one of these things and try out and see the possibilities. And I fell in love completely. So I had one guitar made for me, for my luthier from Brazil who makes my guitar. So he made baritone for me so I can have this tuning available. So this tuning is amazing, not only because it's low and all that, to have all this rich kind of lows and all that. Even with the really very old strings I have right now, I have to change them up. But these middle strings are kind of like in the middle and the octave up. They kind of like put your head around in a way, because the voicings change completely. Everything's kind of upside down. It's great. So you have access to all kinds of voicings that you couldn't before. You get much more like piano-like close voicings, like this kind of stuff. See? See, you can do all this kind of stuff. Very close voicings that you can do on the piano that is really hard to do on the guitar. You can get here as well. You have a lot of possibilities for pedals, like stuff like that. And the regular chords just sound lush and beautiful, like, right? It just sounds super beautiful. The cool thing about this instrument is that in relation to how the voices are kind of like laid out, you kind of have 3 different voices, very accentuated, and that kind of like ties with everything I have been telling about lately. Of course it's all about hashtag voice leading, right? Like how you voice lead in this instrument and this kind of chords. So it's just simple. The only thing that was happening in relation to, because of this tuning, is that the main voice is going to be always in the middle instead of always on the top, as we usually do. Instead of having a melody on top, you're always going to get a melody in the middle, and some harmonic part is going to be on the top. That's kind of the standard for this tuning, which is cool, because then you can do all kinds of stuff, like so all these beautiful chords that I particularly love to use, they get even more beautiful with this like weird voicing and stuff. So there's a lot of possibilities for like voice leading on this kind of stuff. Like, you can do really nice pedal things, if you go check on YouTube, I have one of my records, I recorded like a little medley playing this. I have a lot of videos and recordings playing this instrument. Just type in Gabriel Santiago Baritone Guitar to find it. But there's one, it's one of my records. I did this medley of like playing some like national anthems from a few countries that I love the music. So I kind of arranged them into a medley, and you can use this like so beautifully, stuff like that. It's on the record. Check it out. I think Brazil, I did US, I did Germany. It's like a beautiful music, so I put them all together on a medley. So much you can do, with pedals, another song of mine goes like this. But you see, you can do all these like great pedals, and every chord just sounds beautiful and different, So the voice leading is the same. If you take, let's say, a melody, Once I Loved. Those like inner voices that I love to do and I show you guys, you can do that here too, but just sounds low, super low and beautiful, like while the chords are like high, see? So this melody is like in the middle, and then you have an even lower kind of response, like see, you can do all these kind of things. It's beautiful. There's this song I also recorded on one of my solo albums, playing this instrument, that someone asked the other day, several times already, to play this arrangement. It's a Ivan Lins song called Setembro, meaning September, and I play on that song and on this instrument. That's what I was doing in the beginning. I got this little kind of like this little improvisation thing, just using 6 basically, this intervals, and then doing an actual sequence that we talked about before. So I'll play this song kind of like this part is see, I just have the bass and this melody, and then I complement it with this open string. So it's a beautiful song. I'll play at the end. So basically, you have all these possibilities with the baritone guitar. Tune it that way, because you have the melody in the middle, and then the chords are up, and then you have a super low bass. So you have a even more clear, like, voices. Like, okay, this is a really distinct voice because it's like a high register. This one is the middle, which is on the top, weirdly, and this deep bass. So you have an even more clear voicing, like spacing, and even more opportunity to really, get the voice leading happening, right? Get these voices moving and stuff. So it's a beautiful instrument, and if you can, you can do that on a regular guitar. That's how I started. I took that concept and I just put on a regular guitar, and then I had this one built. But you can do it. Just lower the strings and put some strings here and put them octave up. So you see, it's kind of like a mix of baritone and a Nashville kind of sound, right? Because this is octave higher like the Nashville, but not all of them, just this, right? So that's the baritone guitar, as people requested. So there it is. You can do all this beautiful, beautiful voices with this instrument. I hope you like that. I'll play a song at the end, but before I do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the little bell thing, notifications. This is all my social media stuff. Hit the like button on the video if you can, thumbs up, and sign up for the mailing list, so you can keep up. There's a bunch of stuff coming up, and thank you so much for sticking around with me one more time, and I hope to see you on the next one, right?